Hey there, it's Melissa coming in to share some tips that might help you with the emotional roller coaster ride that you find yourself on during the holidays. Emotions can be extremely high and they can be about good things and they can be about sad things. And given the year that I've had, I totally can understand and recognize how things can change quickly and how your emotions can sneak up on you out of the blue. So I want to just share some tips that might help you get through these next couple of weeks of December before we roll into the new year. But I think you'll find it helpful because I know with my clients and with myself, it has really proven to allow the disconnect and to release the energy that sometimes can get bottled up inside and then becomes an explosion. So I want to help you be able to navigate that better. Again, I'm Melissa Kirkpatrick with Melissa Kirkpatrick Coaching. I am helping you to find your way back, to know that your life is your business and your business is your life. And my thing is to motivate you so that you can continue to create and live your best life possible. So let's talk about three things that I know will help you when you find yourself in situations that you're out of control with your emotions, whether good or bad. Sometimes we can be feeling like we're flying high and things are good, and then other times we feel like it just comes crashing down. So one of the tips is to get grounded. And I know that that seems like a strange statement, like get grounded. What does that mean? And it's really just bringing yourself back to the present moment. And if you follow any type of meditation, guided meditation, or just listen to music, it's a grounding tool. It will help you know that you're right here in this moment. So if your mind is scattered and you're thinking about the to-do list, or you're on your phone trying to listen to something and also scroll social media, you're not grounded. You're out in all different places. You're spreading yourself thin, as they say. So how can you tap back in? So eliminate any distractions. But even in this moment, I can be like, okay, I'm right here, physically setting where I'm at in this environment, giving this recording. I am present in this moment. I am delivering information that's coming through for you, but I'm also present and grounded in this moment. Sometimes I like to go outside and stand on the grass and think about locking into earth, having a cord that runs straight down to the center of the earth that anchors me, that gives me that meaning of like I'm right here still in this moment. And then I can look up at the vast sky and just see all the abundance, like how big things are, and I'm just here, this little speck in the universe. But that is the groundingness. I'm not thinking about all those other things or getting distracted by other things because I want to be present in this moment. And when you can get grounded, that's when you can really start making better decisions, hear clarity around what to do next. But it's really for you to find your way in a moment of stillness so that you can ground and be able to, again, the clarity, the understanding, and make better decisions. And then sometimes just decompress. You can even listen to your breath as you take it in and out. Like sometimes that's a good form of it that allows you to be in the present moment. So the other thing that I like to share is how you can accept what is. Sometimes when we're given a situation, like maybe you've lost a loved one this year, which I've had enough loss this year for a while. The celebrations, the gatherings, the things that used to be that what is, accepting what is, even though it can be emotionally challenging because you want to have that person back, you want the same things to continue to carry on, the same routines, the same rituals. And it really is just giving yourself permission again to get in that space of groundedness and recognizing, reflecting back on what that person or situation was. It doesn't even have to be a death. It could be a divorce. It could be a separation. It could be people moved to different states. Like it interrupted what you normally would be doing during this time of year. So it's a pattern interrupted that you didn't choose, but you can interrupt the pattern by really getting clarity around it. And, if you need support with this, by all means, reach out. I know there's a big push for the concern about the suicide rate and things like that. So if you're feeling any of that, please take action. Please reach out. I think the call number is 988. Just don't let your emotions take over to where you can't find your way back out. But for those of you that are just feeling, the interruption of what normally is a part of your routine, your holidays this time of year, accepting what is just really getting clear on reflecting back on how good it felt and what you cherish most about it and how it made you feel so that you can take that into a new perspective. Like, what could you do then moving forward that would be reflective of accepting and appreciating what was and now creating a new path for what is? So that may take some time. I can help you with that. If you need additional help, please reach out to me because I get it. It can sometimes feel very raw and real, and maybe you're not ready for it, but perhaps this is resonating just enough that you can recognize that there is a need for help, or there is a need for you to interrupt the pattern and really start focusing differently on how your situation and circumstances currently are in your business, in your life, in your relationships, in your spirituality, in your finances, all of those things, because how we do one is how we do all. So keep that in mind. And the last thing I want to share with you is it's a meditation that you can do and use. It's about shifting the energy from what you're currently experiencing. And I reflect on this in a way that it looks like a backpack, that your energy is being constantly engaged by others, engaged by circumstances, what you listen to on the radio, what you see on the news. Like energy is always in and out, coming in and out. And sometimes you may not realize this, but you are holding on to things in a deeper way than maybe you realize. And that's where I find the emotional roller coaster can often happen. That maybe you get triggered by something and you don't realize what is the root cause of that. Like you might be triggered and yell at someone or have a disagreement or spill your coffee and break a dish and stuff like that. Like this ongoing thing of mishaps are happening, and oftentimes it can be inside of you that you're holding on to something that you've not released. It could be something you were triggered or that happened weeks ago, and now it's just triggering you to the point where it's just built up to where now you want to let go, like you're just explosive. So the way I look at this, it's like a backpack on your back, that when you're taking in information, when you're experiencing life as it is, sometimes we just throw in the backpack because we'll deal with it later. Like this is not the time to deal with it. Well, that backpack over time, you forget it's back there and it's getting heavy with all the junk that's in there that you're not willing to look at or to process or to find a solution. It's just back there. Or all the anger and the hate and the sadness and the madness. Those things sometimes get pushed, like pushed down in your emotions. Think about it, it's going in that backpack. And that backpack's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and heavier and heavier and heavier, which then leads to the trigger, the explosion, the way that you're trying to figure out what the hell is happening. So how can you release that? So I love to do this visualization. I do it for myself, and I often help clients with this as well. But closing your eyes and imagining that you're carrying this backpack through a wooded area and you come along a stream of water. And the water is indication of purity, of cleansing. Just like when you cry, it's cleansing. It's helping you purify your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So the stream of water is flowing and it's going maybe downstream, obviously, to where you can take off your backpack and set it down next to you and reflect on how all of that stuff that you've put in there that is still there and you really want to release it. You really know it doesn't serve you. You could open up the backpack and go through some of the things that are in there. Maybe you would want to hold on to some of it, but for the most part, starting fresh, shifting your energy, getting a newfound spirit inside is by releasing what no longer serves you. So the backpack sitting there with your eyes closed, you can imagine all of the things that you placed in there and then pick it up by the straps and place it in the water. And when it steps or when you release it into the water, you can watch it as it flows down the river and or stream and just knowing that it's being released, it's being recycled over space and time. The universe is going to take everything that was in that bag and help to process it in a better way and bring it back to you with love and light, so it doesn't have to feel heavy, so that you don't have to carry it anymore, that you can get answers and solutions and know moving forward that there's a cleansing, there's a release. And to me, that feels so good. And when you let go of all of that baggage, of all of that's in your backpack, you can take a deep breath in and release it, knowing like everything is working out to my highest and best good. Out of any situation, good will come. And truly, my friend, it's you showing up and doing the work, committing to yourself that you are not going to try to make things feel better, do better, and find yourself always stopped and stuck and stalled. Get the help that you need, get the support, get the mentor, get the coach, get the therapist, get someone that can help you, because life starts now. Press play. It's about us living our best life. And honey, I've been on the journey. I have done so much work for, over a decade now, and I really see the value. So hopefully this message resonates with you, and that you can really dip in and or tap in to what is inside there and journal it out. Or if you want to have a quick call with me, please let me know. I would be happy to do that. I have open time on my schedule. Or if you want to start with an email or just drop into my direct messaging, either way, I want to help you start living your best life. And if you need that, I'm here for you. So that's all for today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and getting ready for an enjoyable weekend and holiday season. But I'll be sharing more of this soon. But that's all for now. Bye.